Okay, now let's go back.
Laws? No.
Sorry?
Laws?
Laws.
When you
Yeah.
say something like that.
Yeah, but what do you mean when you say laws?
I don't know. I think it could be that.
Well, yeah, you are almost right. I mean, you are right, but not completely, because the complete expression is in-laws. Actually, should be written with a
Eso.
in-laws. When you talk about all the, I mean, the relationship with people that, for example, if you have a sister or a brother, let's say a sister, and your sister is married, your sister's husband is your brother-in-law. Okay, so in-laws would be parientes políticos. En inglés no son políticos, son según la ley. Sorry?
And it's when you say biological?
No, it's not biological.
No?
Actually, it's the opposite. For example,
It's like cuñado.
exactly, cuñado. No es mi hermano. En inglés sería mi hermano de acuerdo a la ley. Brother-in-law. Sister-in-law. You make all the combinations. It's the same as, I mean, sister-in-law, cuñada. Brother-in-law, father-in-law. What is father-in-law? What do you think?
Padrastro.
No. No?
Suegro.
Suegro, right.
Yes.
And then the other one that is not very prestige. Mother-in-law. Suegra, right. Brother-in-law, sister-in-law, mother-in-law. Well, the opposite. If your children are married, you have son-in-law, that is yerno. The opposite, if you have a son and your son is married, you have a daughter-in-law, nuera. No era lo que yo quería. Okay, right? Is it okay?
Yes. Son-in-law, it was what?
Son-in-law, yerno.
Yerno.
Daughter-in-law, nuera.
Okay.
Okay? So all this group of relatives can be called in-laws. Yes?
Okay.
Okay, good. So there we have the 10 words. Okay, let's go on with this topic. If you go to the second part of this page, first sentences. Here you have, let me see you have 1, 2, 3, 4 different sentences, okay? These 4 sentences are part of letters. Letters, well, before talking about this, sorry. Wait, yeah. There is a word that we're going to, I don't know if you have seen this. Have you seen this expression, this term, agony aunt? Have you?
No.
No, anybody?
No.
Do you know, I'm sure that you know the word aunt, do you?
Yes.
Yes. Who is your aunt?
The sister of my mom.
Okay, your mom's sister or your father's sisters?
Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, agony is exactly what it looks, but the expression agony aunt is the name used, I would say, especially in Britain, is to refer to somebody who gives advice on different topics, maybe in the newspaper, in a magazine, in a blog, right? Como una columnista que da consejos de todo tipo. Consejera. That would be the translation, more or less.
Okay.
Okay, that is an agony aunt. So the thing is that all of these sentences belong to letters sent to an agony aunt. Okay, we can see that each of these people has a different problem. Okay, what do you think the problem is in each situation? Let's see the first one. Read letter A. When I was young, I was adopted. What problems do you think that he or she has?
He doesn't know which one is his real family.
He doesn't know his real family, right? His sort of biological family, okay? What other problems he or she may have? Anybody? Hello?
Maybe he or she don't feel comfortable with his family, actual
Okay.
family.
Okay, he or she perhaps doesn't feel comfortable or, yeah, with his family, okay? Any other problem?
Maybe he or she was separate of her brothers.
Okay. Okay, perhaps he or she was separated from his brothers or sisters.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if you have watched some news reports in recent times, I would say the last 2 years, more or less, where they have talked about different adoptions that were not regular. Have you heard or read or watched anything about that?
I don't understand very good.
I don't know. There had been some reports, some news reports in recent times where some people that were born in the 80s, well, sometimes earlier than that, but normally in the 80s, they, for one reason or another, they knew that they were adopted. But their adoptions had not been done regularly. I mean, according to the law, it was something very dark. I mean, very, very illegal.
Ah, okay. I remember the case of in the hospitals where the children's born.
The children were born, yeah.
Were born. Sometimes I don't know if the nurses do that, but they change the babies, and the babies grow up with the grown family, and they knew that when they grow up, like I don't know if I remember that case that happened.
Yeah, that was in Talca.
Yes.
Where there was a mistake and they exchanged the babies with the wrong name. Yeah, but that is different because it was not an adoption. I mean, there was a mistake and the families thought that the baby was their baby.
Yes.
And then, but in the case that children were adopted by another family, usually in abroad, in a different country, no? No?
I
Haven't
don't
you
know.
heard about that? Children that were, for example, that grew up in Sweden, where everybody is blonde, blue-eyed, white, and they are and very tall, and they are short. They have dark complexion, dark skin, black hair, black eyes, and they are totally different from their parents. So something tells they don't belong there. Have you heard about that?
Yeah,
Who is talking? Sorry,
yo, Sebastián.
Sebastian. What do you know about that?
I see recently news for how to say that a girl
Mhm.
who was adopted by an Italian family,
Vaya.
but in the
Sorry.
but an Italian family
Okay.
from Chile to they take to Italy,
Mhm.
but in Italy they don't take care for the children and let in the street.
Okay. Yeah.
So she doesn't feel like she doesn't feel like she's in his country because he feels different for I don't know the color of his hair, the color of the skin, the eyes,
Mhm.
the form of his face.
Uh-huh.
And now she lives there, but she she remember Chile like not good and she feels so bad in Italy. So that is the new.
Yeah. Yeah. That is an example, right? Somebody that was adopted, but she remembers Chile.
No, yeah, she remembers because she lives in the Sename to
Ah,
the 16 years old, 14 years old maybe,
okay.
and the Sename make an operation to take children to Italy,
Yeah.
but this operation gone wrong and happened what happened.
Yeah. Okay. So she was, I mean, she was not a baby when she was adopted, so she
No,
can't
no,
remember that. Okay.
yeah.
Good. Yeah, that is an example. And in some other cases, the children that were adopted were babies, so they don't remember anything. Uh, and there were some priests. You know the word priest? Actually, there is one particular priest. Do you know the word priest?
Yes.
What's the meaning of priest, Sophia?
Cura.
Cura, right. There is one, particularly one, that has been sentenced to, I mean, he has been taken to the justice because he was proved to have sold babies. I mean, the mothers were very young, and the mothers belonged to rich families. The families didn't want to have those children because they were single, and the children were given, I mean, no, the priest took the babies and sold the babies. And the mothers were told that the babies had died. And they believed that they were dead, and they were not dead. So the babies now are 30, 40 years old, and they realized that something was wrong, and they started investigating. And yeah, they were sold to the adoptive parents, and the priest was taken to court, and now he's not a priest any longer. Here, very near my house.
The priest made I don't know, the exchange, o sea, not the exchange, is el trámite.
Yeah, but he did everything. I mean, the contact between parents. I mean, the baby and And the adopted,
yeah.
I mean, the people that were going to adopt the baby,
Yes.
but the babies were sold. It was not for free.
Wow.
So that could be a great, must be terrible to realize that that was your situation, I think.
Yes.
Okay, so here we have different cases. Okay, let's see the second sentence, the second part. Last year, my mom got married again. What problems do you think that this person may have?
Uh-huh. The son of that mother maybe doesn't like the new husband.
Okay, right. The child doesn't like the new husband. Okay.
Yes.
Any other problem?
Maybe he or she doesn't hate his dad or him dad.
Sorry, he or she doesn't hate what?
Their dad.
Doesn't hate or doesn't like?
Doesn't hate his real dad and have a problem with the new dad.
Ah, yeah. But why should he or she hate his or her real dad?
I don't know. Their parents are divorced, so,
Yeah.
so sometimes they know the reasons and hate one of them.
Okay. Yeah. So he or she doesn't hate his mom or dad, but he doesn't like the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any other problem?
I the new dad tried to take the place of her real dad.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that is another problem. Any other one?
Maybe the new husband goes to lives where the mom and child lives.
Okay, so you have another one living in your place.
Yes.
And is that a problem?
Yes, maybe because of what Alejandro says.
Ah, okay. Because he or he takes the role of the biological dad.
Yes.
Okay, right. Okay, good. Any other problem?
Maybe they get new children.
When, yeah?
They got new children.
New babies, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and
I
that
don't
can be
know.
a problem. And what problems can people have in those circumstances with new brothers or sisters?
Jealous.
Ah, okay, yeah. All the attention is concentrated on the new children.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. Let's go down. I am 41 years old and my daughter is going to have a baby. What problems do you think that she or he may have?
Doesn't trust on her to have a baby because maybe she's too young.
Okay, yeah. He or she doesn't trust the daughter, I mean, to be a mom because she's too young, okay? Any other problem?
I getting feeling old.
Yes.
What?
I'm starting to feeling old because I am a grandmother right now.
Ah, okay, okay, yeah. I don't want to be so old. I don't want to be a grandmother already. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, that can be a problem. Any other problem?
Um, the dad
Mm-hmm.
of that baby
Mm-hmm.
uh, run. He escaped.
Run away. Run
Yes, he
away.
escaped.
Yeah, he escaped.
went to
Okay. Okay, yeah.
went to
So
get
in
buy
that,
cigarettes.
sorry? What?
Went to buy cigarette.
Ah, okay, he went to buy cigarettes. Okay. And in the case that the dad of the baby's dad disappeared, there is another problem or not?
Yes.
What? What problems?
Because the grandmother, in this
Mhm,
case, the mother,
mhm,
has to be in charge
mhm.
of of that child.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Probably the grandmother in this case will have to, how do you say costear?
Mm,
Afford?
Exactly. Will have to afford all the expenses. Right. Probably the grandmother will have to afford all the expenses of a baby that are a lot of expenses. Okay, right. Good. Well, finally, let's see the last line. I live with my husband's family. Ooh. Let's see. What problems do you think that she may have?
Um,
Maybe she feels uncomfortable.
Okay.
Uncomfortable
Why?
because she doesn't feel like their their home. She doesn't feel like home.
Okay, not her home at least. Okay, she
Yes.
doesn't feel at home. Okay. Any other
may, may,
problem? Check.
maybe she don't get well with her sister-in-law.
Okay, she doesn't get on well with her sister-in-law and with all her in-laws. I mean, her sister-in-law, her
Brother-in-law.
mother-in-law, especially mother-in-law, I think. Okay. Any other problem?
Maybe she meets their family, his family,
Her family. You
her
mean
family.
she misses?
Yeah, yeah,
She misses her own family.
yeah.
Okay, right. Any other problem?
Uh, she she maybe feel like she and her husband are taking advantage of his husband family.
Of her husband's family, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Well, and they are. Yeah, okay, good. Any other problem? No? Okay. Please, I will ask you to go to family 2, please, and in the same file, but the second part of this. Family 2. Okay. Here we have 4 letters, okay? 4 letters that were sent to an agony aunt, okay? Dear Betty, this is the agony aunt. So the idea is to match the sentences that we have just read to the 4 letters you have here. Please read the letters, match the sentences with the correct letter, okay? And read the sentences, of course. Yes? Some
Okay,
minutes for you to do it, please.
with
Yes.
the problem that we were talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
the sentences that we read previously.
I'm ready.
Ready? Okay. Everybody ready?
No,
No, okay.
now I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, ready everybody?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Let's see the first one. Dear Betty, Aaron, which sentence corresponds to this? Alejandro,
I don't understand.
which of the previous sentences we read corresponds to this letter?
I finish read, but I don't finish the activity.
Okay. Catalina?
Sentence B.
Sentence B. Very good. Sentence B corresponds to this. Sentence B was, last year my mom got married again.
Yes.
So that is the correct letter. Okay, let's see letter 2, Fabian.
C.
Number 2? No. Number 2, this one.
Sorry. My fault. It's D.
D, right. Letter D. Good. Letter D is I live with my husband's family. Right. Good. Let's see come on. Oops. Number 3, letter 3. Let's see, Juan.
Yes, letter C.
Number
I mean,
3.
wait. I'm sorry. 3 is. Yeah, is letter A.
A, letter A. She was adopted. Right. And let's see, Sophia, number 4.
For letter C.
Letter C, right. Right. The baby, the girl that is pregnant. Okay. Well, let's go down. And here we have in exercise B, we have 4 sentences related to the letters. Let's see if they are true or false according to the information. Okay? Alejandro, can you please read number 1 and tell me if it is true or false?
Yes, it's false.
Can you please read it first?
Oh, sorry. Aaron doesn't like his stepsister. False.
False, right.
Yeah.
What does a stepsister mean?
Means hermanastra.
Right. Yes. Right. Good. Let's see number 2, Catalina.
It's false.
Could you please read it?
Sophia thinks, I don't see what. Sophia thinks living with her in-laws is not strange. It's true.
True. Right.
Yes.
Not Sophia, it's Safia.
I
Safia.
see very.
You cannot see clearly. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's blurred. Okay. Let's see number 3. Sebastián Cortés.
Trudy didn't know she had a sister. And this is true.
True. Right. Good. Let's see Sophia. Number 4.
Barbara was only 16 when she had her daughter. True.
No.
No, sorry, I didn't read it.
Okay. So how did you do the exercise if you didn't read it?
Because when you read the first lines, you can do the match, but sorry.
Okay.
So
Barbara is the mom, not her daughter. So she was not 16.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's false. Okay. Finally, go down. Here you have 2 letters that are the answers from Betty, the agony aunt. The letters from Betty that offer advice. So read the 2 letters and match the replies to the correct letters. I mean, let's see. This is the answer to what letter? Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Some seconds for you to do it.
Can I say the number 8?
Sorry?
Can I answer the number 8?
Letter A.
The letter A. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Who is talking? Sorry?
Juan.
Juan. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see letter A. Which
Letter
is
A
sorry?
is letter A um is an answer to letter D.
I'm sorry. To letter D.
Yes. Is that correct?
Sorry. The letters have numbers. So which of, I mean, this is the answer to which of the 4 letters? Which of these 4 letters?
Yeah. Number 4.
Number 4, right.
Yes.
This is an answer to letter 4, right. Good. Let's see, Alejandro, can you answer the second one? Letter B,
Yes.
answer B.
The letter B corresponds to the letter 1.
Exactly. It's an answer to letter 1. Okay, right. Any questions or comments about this reading? This is something similar to what you will have to do in the final test. Okay? You will have to read, if I'm not wrong, 2 different texts, and you will have to answer questions about that. True or false is one of the exercises, okay?
Okay.
Okay, if there are no questions about this, let's go down, please, with the next page of the file that is family 3, please. Download that part, please. Okay, well, in this
Yes.
last part, yes? Sorry?
Oh, yes, it's okay.
Okay. In this last part, we're going to work with language, okay? With English, different aspects, vocabulary, listening, and grammar, okay? In the first part, here we're going to, here you have 5 different sentences taken from the letters and the replies. In each sentence, there is a word or 2 words that are underlined, right? For example, in number 1, the underlined word is have to. Then should, must, might be, must be. Here we have different words that are called modal verbs. That is the technical name. Does anybody know anything about these modal verbs?
Is the precision, maybe? Because when you use, must and might,
Yeah.
one of them has a percentage of true more than the other, or probability, maybe.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, let's see this. What happens with this? I'm sorry. So, wait. I want to open the chat. Okay. Yeah, these modal verbs are verbs, but they are special because verbs, as you know, in general, the definition of verbs is that verbs express actions. Yeah. But in this case, modal verbs, they don't express actions, they give special connotations. As you said, they give special connotations to the verb that is after them. For example, if you say, for example, I don't know, you must do. Here we have the modal verb, and then we followed by another verb. The second verb is an action, but this modal verb gives a special connotation to the verb that is after them, right? So what you must study is the special connotations that they give. Here we have different connotations. For example, advice, obligation, certainty, possibility, necessity. So if you change one modal verb for another, you change the meaning completely, okay? Do you understand it?
Yes, but Miss, what
Yes.
is the meaning of certainty?
Certeza,
Okay.
okay? Okay, so I will ask you to read these sentences and tell me what connotation is each of these words expressing in each example. Which of them? Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
have a look at them. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, let's see the first one. When I talk to my mom, she tells me I have to learn to share. Let's see, what is the meaning, what is the connotation expressed by have to? Anybody?
Obligation.
Obligation. No, it's not an obligation. Well,
No?
yeah, it is. It is an obligation, but it's also necessity.
Necessity.
Necessity. Obligation is more complicated here. It's a necessity because that is what my mom tells me, right? Necessity. Let's see the second one. My mother-in-law tells me how I should raise my children.
Advice.
Advice. Yes.
Sorry?
Yes.
Advice.
Is advice, yes. It's advice and it's obligation, but it's a different type of obligation. I would say it's a kind of, I don't know, moral obligation if you want. It's like,
Okay.
it's advice and it's recommendation, something like that. I mean, obligation is a kind of, but obligation, kind of internal obligation. Carga la palabra moral. Okay,
Okay.
internal obligation. Yeah? Good. Let's see number 3. What should I do?
Possibility.
No,
Mm,
no, it's not possible.
certainty.
No.
That is not advice.
Advice, definitely. If I am writing to an agony aunt, what should I do, please? Give me your advice. That's the idea. So what should I do is advice, definitely. Let's see number 4. It must be quite difficult for you and your family.
Certainly.
Certainty, right. Certainty. Here, perhaps it's easier if you understand, like a supposition. I suppose it must be difficult, yeah? Yeah, it must be quite difficult. Yes. Good. Well, finally, it might be a good idea to talk about it together. Might.
Possibility.
Possibility. Actually, this is a remote, I mean, not remote, but 50% of possibilities. Yes? Okay, any questions about it?
I had all wrongs, so
All
I
wrong?
think
Why?
yes. I don't know. Maybe I don't recognize well those conditions.
In this case, you don't have to translate the words, because if you do, you will be lost. In Spanish, doesn't make much difference, so you cannot see the difference when you translate it. The idea is to understand the meaning. Have to is definitely something very strong that is necessity or external obligation.
Okay.
Yeah? Should is recommendation, advice, or internal obligation. For example, if I say, you should go to the dentist soon, I don't know.
Mhm.
That is recommendation, or I can say, I should go to the dentist. Yeah?
Okay.
I am not recommending something for myself. I think this is what my obligation to do. Do you understand it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Well, what should I do? Definitely is advice. It must be, this is a supposition. I think is easier. Can also be an obligation from outside, yeah, kind of external. And might is a probability or possibility. Yeah?
Okay, okay.
Good. Well, let's go to the following exercise. That is, here you have to find, here you have the definition and you have to find the word that corresponds to this definition from the letters. For example, the first one, to allow someone to use or have something that is yours. Oof, again, sorry. Here. Can you think about that? What word is it? To allow someone to use or
Share?
have something that is yours. Sorry?
Share?
Very good. Share.
Share.
Right. Share something. Good. Let's see the second one. To look after a child until he or she becomes an adult.
Take care.
No. To look after a child until he or she becomes an adult.
Raise?
Yes, exactly. Raise.
Rice, right? Rice, yeah.
Raise. Raise. Right?
And what is the meaning of raise?
Educate. Criar, actually. Okay?
Okay.
Let's see number 3. Legally became the parent of another person's child. This is easy. Come on. Anybody?
Mother-in-law.
Adopt. Right. To adopt. Right. Number 4. Met someone unexpectedly. Probably this is totally new. In letter 3. These words are, these two last words were in past. Met someone unexpectedly. Letter 3. What's the word? Anybody?
I don't know.
Verb.
Sorry? Sorry, who is talking?
Bump. Creo que así sale bump.
Bump into. Right. The past tense is bumped. Bumped into. Right? That is, I mean, to meet someone unexpectedly in the street. Yes? To bump into. Exactly. Let's see number 5. Exactly the same.
Identical.
Exactly.
Identical or identical, right. Talking about twins. Good. Number 6, to say or think that someone is responsible for a problem or situation.
Blame.
Exactly. You blame somebody for something, right? Good. Finally, number 7, difficult, a synonym of difficult.
Hard,
Sorry?
hard,
Yeah, but remember that was the word used in answer A.
Ah.
Letter reply A.
Quite difficult.
difficult.
No, but it's a synonym of difficult.
Tough.
Tough.
Yes, tough.
Tough. Tough. Right. Tough. Okay, very good. Any questions about this vocabulary? No?
Yes. Blame.
Sorry?
What means? What means blame?
Blame. Culpar.
Ah,
What does blame mean, Alejandro? Yes? What
yes.
does blame mean? Be careful with the word to make that question. Okay, right. Any other question? No? Okay. So the last exercise will be listening comprehension. That is another section in the final test. In the final test, you will have 2 exercises of listening comprehension, okay? You're going to listen to the radio show, and here you have 2 questions. The first one is, which letter is it most closely related to? And finally, what are the differences between the letter to the agony aunt and the radio show? You will listen to the tape twice. Do you understand what you have to do?
Yes.
Yes? So
When
here,
it
sorry?
will be that, Miss?
Sorry?
¿Cuándo va a ser la prueba? Final test.
Está en el calendario de cursos.
Ah, ok.
Yeah. Okay? So, let's see the listening. Okay? Here we go.
Family. Okay, so let's go to our next caller.
Hi, my name's Trudy and I'm 35 years old.
And what's your story, Trudy?
I always thought I was an only child, but now I've discovered I have a brother.
Wow! I guess that was a surprise.
Yes, it was.
So what actually happened?
I got a phone call from a man who said he was my brother. Of course, I didn't believe him, but then he seemed to know a lot about my parents.
So what did you do?
Well, I met him and he told me his name was Kieran, and he was my older brother. He was adopted before I was born, and my mother didn't tell me about him.
Wow. And what are you going to do now?
I don't know. I'm a bit worried that we won't like each other. That's why I'm phoning you. Can you give me some advice?
Trudy, I think you should call...
Okay, once again.
Okay.
Family. Okay, so let's go to our next caller.
Hi, my name's Trudy and I'm 35 years old.
And what's your story, Trudy?
I always thought I was an only child, but now I've discovered I have a brother.
Wow. I guess that was a surprise.
Yes, it was.
So what actually happened?
I got a phone call from a man who said he was my brother. Of course, I didn't believe him, but then he seemed to know a lot about my parents.
So what did you do?
Well, I met him and he told me his name was Kieran, and he was my older brother. He was adopted before I was born, and my mother didn't tell me about him.
Wow. And what are you going to do now?
I don't know. I'm a bit worried that we won't like each other. That's why I'm phoning you. Can you give me some advice?
Trudy, I think you should call...
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Which letter is it most closely related to?
The third one.
Okay, is closely more closely to letter two, right? Letter three, sorry. Letter two or three? Wait.
Three.
Three. Letter three, right. Okay, and let's see, there are some differences between the letter and the radio show. What are those differences? Anybody?
In the radio show, they are in twins.
Okay, in the radio show, they are not twins. What are they?
Just brother and sisters.
They are brother and sister, but not twins. Right, good. Another difference?
In the radio,
Yeah, Alejandro?
the mom tell her the I'm sorry.
Sorry?
Means
Yes?
I think that the brother contacts the sister, so there is a difference over there.
Okay, there is another difference in the way they got in contact. What is the difference between both? I mean, the two ways.
In the first one, they bumped
Yeah.
in the street.
Okay.
And the brother contacted the sister and told her that he was his brother.
Okay, so it was by telephone then. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that is another difference. There is another difference.
Another difference is who is adopted, and the radio show, she's the real daughter, maybe.
Okay. Okay. In the show, in the radio show, she was adopted. Yeah,
No.
and in the
No.
no,
In
the
the letter,
opposite.
yes,
In the
yes.
letter, she was adopted.
In the
The
letter, she
show.
was adopted, and in the radio show,
She
the
was
brother
the
was.
biological daughter.
Yeah, the brother was adopted.
Yes.
Okay, there is another difference. In the letter, they are twins, identical twins, so they are the same age. And what happens in the radio show?
The brother is more
Older.
older.
The
Yes.
brother is older, right? The brother is older than her, right? Okay, goody goody. Any questions about it?
No, Miss, I have a test right now, so can I?
Okay, we're going to finish now, yes.
Thank you.
We're going to finish now. Yeah. Let's see. Today is Tuesday. On Thursday is the deadline for the second web quest, right? Yes. Okay. Please look at the calendar and pay attention to the following. I mean, the next evaluations, please. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hope to see you next Thursday. Yes.
Just the oral test is in pairs.
Yes.
Okay.
Just the oral test.
The grading test
It's
is
individual.
Okay.
It's supposed to be individual.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. Hope to see you next Thursday then. Bye-bye.
Bye, Miss.
Bye, Miss.
Bye.
Bye, Miss.
Bye.
Carrie.